configuration we have ever given you as a today's special from Wise Company. And we're gonna give you 124 servings that will last, are you ready for this, up to 25 years. An incredible array of gourmet meals are gonna come right here. We're gonna ship them to you with free shipping and handling. We're gonna give you 4 flex payments on it. And we're going to give you a list of everything included right now because Stephanie Roberts is joining us. And Stephanie, I know you have a background, not only as a morning TV anchor, but also as a meteorologist. And you know, when I say Mother Nature's gone a little wacky, it's like—
big year. Some of the wildest weather swings ever this year. And you know what, it's not just about weather. There's so many things that are unpredictable in life. But when we look at the weather map and we look at all the different stresses that can come to us no matter where we live in the country, that's just from Mother Nature. And then you start to look at the news headlines and the economic headlines. Life is not something that you can completely predict, but you can plan. And that is why we are here with Wise and why this is so important to me, because we get insurance for our home, we get insurance for our car, you need to have medical insurance. This is food insurance, and there's nothing more important than food. So let me tell you about this amazing offer that we are able to bring you today. 124 servings, and the meals are amazing. Let's take a look at what you get. So coming to you, first of all, in this great, I call it the grab and go bucket.
Right
you
here.
can store it so easily, turn it sideways, slide it under a bed, put it up in your pantry. But if you need to evacuate, you can take this with you. And that can become very, very important. So within the 124 servings, there are 7 different, let's call them lunch and dinner entrees with you, if you will. Now, this is not just food. This is gourmet emergency food. And I want you to think about the gourmet part, because we're talking about Southwest rice and beans, stroganoff, chicken noodle soup, creamy vegetable rotini, tomato basil soup that tastes like it came from a 5-star Italian restaurant. So this is where I really can get excited about this, because not only now can I say, okay, we are providing food that in an emergency you will have for your family. I know right now you're like, oh, okay, right, dry, powdered, tasteless, gross. Think the exact opposite. Gourmet, spices, textures, flavors that come right from the food source themselves. It is that great. So with your 124 servings, that is enough food to feed a family of 4 for a week. So you are making an investment in a week's food insurance. It's an absolutely amazing deal. It would also feed 2 people for 2 weeks, or if you're just looking at it person by person, it is a month's food supply for a person. So 124 servings can go a long, long way.
It certainly can, and this is the biggest configuration we have ever brought you. Biggest configuration at the best value. You cannot find this configuration absolutely anywhere except right here, and you will only find it today while supplies last. I will tell you, the last time we offered this, it sold out early. It is the final time for the rest of the entire year. We're going to feature this as a today's special. You order this, and the peace of mind you get from knowing that you are going to be able to feed your family no matter what. That's the beauty of this, because we've all had those power outages. We have all had, here in Florida right now, in the last 2 days, we have all been just glued to the TV set because we've had a big
Tropical Storm
Erica blowing through. We've all been worried about flooding. Flooding happens in the streets. You can't get out to go to the store. And that's the problem. We all have our issues no matter where you live in this country, whether it's earthquakes, whether it's mudslides, whatever it might be. But you're going to be able to have that peace of mind of knowing you do not have to worry about anything. And are you ready? For 2.5 decades, 25 years, up to 25 years, you have a food supply that is going to feed 1 person for a month, or a family of 4 for an entire week. So order now, but we'd love to hear your testimonials. We know so many of you have ordered this in the past, and we also know how much you love it, because listen to this. Listen, this is what's so crazy to me, Stephanie. Customer pick. Okay, it's a huge customer pick. 193 reviews, 114 reviews are perfect 5 stars. Now that's kind of mind-blowing, because when you think about it, you know, when you think about emergency preparedness and having that food that you need, then you think, well, I'm just going to have to get through it. This is gourmet, guys. Like
people are eating it and loving it. Absolutely. Let me tell you a little bit about who Wise is and how this works, because it couldn't be simpler. All you need is water, and gourmet meals come to life. And I know you're thinking, okay, how can this even work? This is the secret. This is what Wise has brought to us. It's the packaging. So Wise employs two very important kinds of people. They start with the chefs, because these recipes are wonderful. Here's the way I look at emergency food. It's only useful if you actually want to eat it, right? It has to taste good. You don't want to dread this. You will look forward so much to having this food. Number one, I want you to try it as soon as you get it home. And number two, you will and can use this in any type of situation, including one that's not an emergency, just because you need to get food on the table. It's that good. The second group of people that Wise employs are scientists. And what is so important to that is they have created this amazing packaging. It has been created in what they call a modified atmosphere. Here's what that means to you. This Mylar packaging is amazing. It can keep out humidity and oxygen. And those are two very bad things for food. That causes food spoilage. With this packaging, the humidity stays out, the oxygen stays out. And as a result, the food inside will retain its nutrients and its goodness for up to 25 years. 25 years. So then you start to think about the investment we're talking about today. You buy some food, all you have to add is water. We don't want you to need this. This is an investment in peace of mind. No one wants to have an emergency. But if you should, what is more valuable than having it here? And oh, by the way, you can have it and you can keep it under your bed, you can keep it in your pantry, you can keep it in your closet, and you can keep it there for up to 25 years. So Alice, all of a sudden, it's kind of hard to wrap your mind around.
That. I know, because I think, wow, 25 years. Let's see, my daughter is going to be, hopefully, with grandchildren.
I was just going to say, you might be a grandma, but I was afraid she'd get mad at me.
I'm hoping to still be with us, you know,
right.
in 25 years. But this will be with you, unless, of course, you just simply can't wait. Because I will tell you, once you get into this, once you taste it, you will love the ease. This is for hiking. This is for camping. This is for fishermen. You can take this and use it any way you want. But I will tell you this, having that peace of mind, knowing that if that power goes out, you know, what have the headlines been lately? Katrina. Right?
Anniversary.
Anniversary of Katrina. We have heard it, and we lived it, didn't we? The horror of that situation. This is going to give you that peace of mind. Hopefully we never have to repeat a disaster like that or anything even close to it. Hopefully this stays in this container for the next 25 years. But knowing that you have this right there if you need it, and that you can sit there and go, hey, you know what? You guys want some dinner? Because you know what? How about a little stroganoff? I know the storm's crazy, the flooding's gonna go away maybe in the next day or two, but I've got stroganoff on the table, or I've got my favorite.
My favorite too, Southwest rice and beans.
And beans, this is the flavors
It's wholesome.
Fantastic.
Yep, the flavor's great, and this is wholesome food. Let's talk about how easy it is to make, because at some point in time, you actually want to get this out when it comes to your house and try it. I promise you, the flavor will amaze you. So within the pouch, I have my food. It is carefully packaged, as we mentioned, and it's a mix of dehydration and freeze-dried food, depending on what works best for the food. So you see what I did? I dumped it into some water. Now, I need you to understand something. I am using heated water. You do not have to heat your water. Absolutely any type of water will do. If you're hiking, if you're camping, if your power's out and you can't heat your water, don't worry about it. I'm using the heated water only to speed up the process because Alice gets cranky if I don't feed her quickly.
And I will tell you, the spices that I already smell
it's amazing.
Are fantastic.
Yep.
I mean, this smells like something that you would smell in a restaurant. I mean, it's that good. It is that gourmet. And all
look,
you do
can
is
see it.
Just add water.
Right. All you do is add water, but look at the food. Look at the beans. Look at the corn. You can see the spices. But I got to tell you, it's spiced with the real deal, not with a bunch of salt added, not with a bunch of chemicals that you're scared of added. This is real wholesome food.
Here's
and
what
yes,
I
you
want
may.
you to see. Look at this. Look at the corn kernels.
Yes.
That is absolutely mind-boggling, okay? That this comes out of a package that you can store for up to 25 years. That is incredible. Well, I have a little nibble of this. We want you to hear a testimonial from someone who has tried this. So have a listen to this, and don't wait too long, because let me tell you what, express ordering already, guys.
I mean, I don't have to add any other vegetables, any other seasonings. It's all in there. It's really easy.
You know, that part of your life is not going to be in some kind of upheaval. It's pretty much what mom would put on the table.
One of the coolest things about having an emergency plan is being able to check off how you're going to get your water and how you're going to get your food, because those two staples, once you've kind of put those in the back of your mind, right, and you know that those are already taken care of, then it leaves you a lot more bandwidth to focus on what else might be happening.
And you know, that's what it's all about, is having that insurance, having that peace of mind. Because what's more important than feeding your family? And I love that this comes with your beverages as well. We will give you an entire list of it. But first, can we go to a beautiful state, Idaho, and say hello to Debbie? My daughter went to Idaho this summer. She said it's the most beautiful place on the planet, Debbie.
Hi, how are you?
We are doing great.
Good, Debbie. Thanks for calling.
Thank you. So I had purchased the emergency backpack for my family, and they love them.
Oh, good. Do you have some of the entrees that you have tried?
Not yet, but I'm so excited to try them. I just think they're gonna work so great.
Well, they're certainly great. You can use them for hiking, you can use them for camping, and you can hold on to them and use them in case of an emergency. But Debbie, I totally recommend that you take one out, you make it, and don't tell your family that it is emergency food, because guess what? They'll never know. And when you do tell them, they will be amazed. And I love that, because that just shows how great it tastes.
Yes, and I'm so excited for my daughter. She's going to go off to college soon, and she's going to take that with her.
Great idea.
Yeah.
I know what I was eating in college. This would be better.
Maybe she won't get the freshman 15 that some of the others get.
Exactly.
Right? With the pizza and everything else. Listen,
That's right.
Debbie, great idea. And by the way, she is going to love the oatmeal that is in here.
Yes, it's very
fantastic.
satisfying.
You might want to keep that for yourself. But I'm just saying. Okay.
Yeah, we're excited to try it.
Wonderful. We're going to send it right out to you. Thank you so much for being part of our show tonight. And let us know how you like it, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Fantastic.
Thanks, Debbie. I'm glad you mentioned the oatmeal, because that does come within the 124 servings. Let's take a minute and talk about all the amazing things that come in our bucket. Our offer to you from Wise is 124 servings of food, snacks, and drinks that you can keep in a cool, dry place for up to 25 years. What an amazing investment in peace of mind. So within the 124 servings, 7, let's call them lunch and dinner type entrees. Southwest rice and beans, that happens to be the personal favorite of both Alice and me. Stroganoff, chicken noodle soup, creamy vegetable rotini, tomato basil soup. Couple of new additions here, cheesy macaroni and pasta Alfredo. That's the first time we've used those here in one of our HSN configurations. We also include 2 cereals. I love them. You can eat them, you know, breakfast, lunch, dinner, anytime, but they're very fulfilling. The apple cinnamon and also the brown sugar maple oatmeal. This is different this time too. The ability to make yogurt, which is such a great protein and comfort food. Also, peaches, amazing snackability when we offer our fruits with any of our configurations, and we'll show you how you can actually purchase just a kit of fruits. They always sell out.
Absolutely.
Amazingly popular, the fruits.
I think it's one of the first times we've actually ever included
the fruit,
as a matter of fact.
Certainly.
So this is what's coming to your front door, right
Plus
here.
pudding, plus drinks.
Oh, forgot the pudding.
You can't forget the pudding. We're gonna make pudding today, because I know how much you love it.
This entire table, minus the table, is coming to your front door. It's coming right in here. It's $24, what is it, $24.95, I think, on your flex payment. $24.99 on your flex payment. Free shipping and handling. If you want to get a couple of sets, let me tell you, you do it now, because you don't have to do it again for the next up to 25 years. $2.5 decades. I mean, that's how crazy it is. 2.5 decades. Just do the math on how long you have that insurance of knowing you can feed your family, and who knows when that situation's gonna happen. I'm telling you, all day today, we've been glued to the TV set. You know, what's gonna happen? Are we gonna get flooding in the street? Can we get to work? Can we get here? Whether it's power outages, whether it's flooding, whether it's earthquakes, wherever it is. This is actually, September is National Preparedness Month. And we're gonna get you prepared for the next 2 hours, but this is where you start. Wise does it so beautifully, but you cannot find this configuration anywhere. This is the biggest configuration at the best value we have ever done. And if you wanna pick up a couple of extra